Hello everyone. Today we'll be looking at examples of pincer attacks. The following positions were taken from Kaneko Takashi's book Yose no Tesuji 200, roughly translated 200 Endgame Tesuji. I can recommend Kaneko's series of Endgame books highly to anyone as a great way to improve. As we go through these positions, pause the video after each question and try to work out the moves first before resuming to hear the answer. So this is the basic position of the pincer attack, where the king is attacked from two sides. The Japanese term for this is kyougeki. Black's pieces attack on the left and right sides, preventing the king from running. So mates are threatened on 4-1 and 6-1. And there's no one move that protects both of these threats at the same time, so mate is unavoidable. How do we set up the pincer position? Seven-2 gold drop. So we threaten mate on 4 squares. If the opponent tries to defend against this by dropping the rook, either on 4-2 or 6-2, there's going to be mate like this. If he tries to defend against the mates on 4-1 and 6-1, then we can mate here or here. So there's no defense to this. The presence of white's pawns are an important feature here. Why is this? They prevent the king from escaping up the board. Let's change the position a little and see what happens. So now if we drop the gold here, he can defend by dropping the rook like this. Now if we try the check on the back rank, king can escape. And if we take off this pawn, mate can be defended by dropping the silver. The king goes up. Or he can just run up the board, and then any check on 5-3 king, and he escapes. What we should learn from this is that we need to take into account not only our own pincer, but the position of the opponent's pieces as well. Sometimes little changes in the position will mean that it will no longer work. I can say this from painful personal experience. So how do we set up our pincer position? Okay, we take the gold, king takes, and then 8-2 gold. So we threaten to drop the gold on 7-2 or 5-2. And in this position, if we play a move like 5-2 gold, then that gives the opponent a chance to defend either with 7-1 gold or 8-4 pawn, just making space for the king to run. Yeah, so it's much better to do this. What's the next move? Yeah, 9-2 gold. After the lance takes, 9-1 silver. Again, renewing the threat of 8-2 gold, or dropping the gold on 6-1 or 6-2. If he tries to defend by dropping the rook like this, what would you play? Yeah, 7-2 pawn. So just having this pawn in hand is extremely important. And if we didn't have it in hand, then this rook drop would have successfully defended. So again, small important details can make all the difference. Or if king takes, then mate like that. So pincer attacks can also occur from top to bottom. How do we prevent the king from escaping? Two silver. So we threaten mate on 3 squares. Now find the pincer attack. We first sacrifice on 1-3. King takes, and then we promote the bishop. So we threaten mate here and here. Instead of 1-3 silver, if 2-1 silver, then the king escapes on 2-2. Set up the pincer. Alright, we drop the knight here. King goes to 2-4. If instead of that he runs to 2-2, we can just mate him easily like this. So he has to run to 2-4. And now we have to protect the knight, so we drop the gold. Make sure it's the gold and not the silver. Threatening mate in four different places. And it would make a difference between that and dropping the silver. Yeah, this is not a threat mate. If he drops the knight here on 2-1, then 3-5 silver mates. Also 1-5 silver mates. Okay, so that was the pincer attack. By attacking on 2 sides, we cut off the king from running while making multiple mating threats. Be sure not to forget to take into account pieces in hand and position of the opponent's pieces, as they will determine whether or not a pincer attack is successful. Later we'll be looking at examples of this in practice. Thank you for joining me today. Any questions or comments can be left down below. If you learned something from this, please give the video a like. Remember to subscribe and let others know about this channel. If you'd like to further support the channel with donations, you can do so by clicking on the Streamlabs link in the description. Donations are not necessary but are always welcome. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye.